every revolution, there's one man with a vision.
Hey everybody, Steve here. Now, you've seen the thumbnail. You've read the description. You know that I am talking about the Rippaverse cult. And a lot of you are going to say that he's not. Well, I doubt that. And I have proof. I've done a lot of research on cults. And everything Eric July does is very cult-like. As a matter of fact, I was watching Trashcast, EVS Trashcast recently, and he had a guest on, Paul Ravoche, and he nailed Eric July in one word so perfectly. It was one of those words that I thought, why didn't I think of this myself? He called him a carpetbagger. Now, what is a carpetbagger? Normally, it deals with government. It deals with people trying to get into government. They move from one state to another. But another term for carpetbagger is an unscrupulous opportunist. And that is exactly what Eric July is. Eric July does not care about comic books. He does not care about comic book fans. He does not care about comic book collectors. He cares about one thing and one thing only. And that thing? Money. That's it. All he wants is money. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about any other of the pay pigs that are giving him the money. It's just all about the money. And he's created this cult that people have joined, and whether you realize it or not, if you're part of the Rippaverse, you're in this cult. Now, hopefully this video will do one of two things. One, it'll help you realize you're in a cult, and you're going to go, wow, I didn't realize this. I need to kind of step back and see what's, reevaluate life. Or two, you're going to double down, and you're going to give me the worst comments. The worst comments that I'm going to have to read. But I'm going to read them all. Whether or not I reply to them or not, we'll see. But let's go through some of these things about a cult, and we'll see how it compares to Eric July. First and foremost, zero tolerance to criticisms and questions. Yeah. I would say that is the basis for why we're here today. Eric July absolutely cannot take criticism. He can cry all day about how he can take criticism, but at the end of the day, he blocks his critics. He makes fun of his critics. He tries to gaslight his followers to go out and also criticize his critics, just so he can make himself feel better. That is one of the tenets of being a cult leader. You can get your people to do whatever you want. Well, all the people that are going to comment here telling me how bad I am, how great Rippa is, he did this. It's all him. Next, unreasonable fears about the outside world that often involve evil conspiracies and persecutions. Why do you think he has all these NDAs going out? He can't talk about anything. Hell, he'll even NDA himself if he thinks it's going to keep him from talking about things. Eric, if you're watching, nobody cares about your characters. Nobody wants to steal your characters. I'm a writer. I have a lot of things that I've written. There are a lot of things that I want to write, none of which have anything to do with you at all. You can have your garbage characters. You can have your Isom and your Gyra and your Horseman and whatever god awful other characters you're going to produce. I don't want them. Other decent creators don't want them either. You don't need to NDA people to keep them from talking. It's ridiculous. Nobody wants to steal your stuff. You, my friend, are living in some weird bubble where you think everybody's out to get you. Nobody's out to get you. Nobody cares about you. The only reason we're talking about you is because at one time you presented yourself as someone who can't take criticism. You're a little bitch who can't take criticism. That's why we're here. If you had just taken criticism like a man, we wouldn't be here. You could have just said, hey, you know what? All the criticism about Isom 1, I hear you. Okay, I'll do better. And moved on. Nobody would have cared about you from this point on. No one would be making this big a deal about you. But because you proved you can't, well, we're all here. Thank you, Eric. Next, abuse of members. Come on. If you're paying $100 for a shiny cover, if you're paying $45 for a short box, a short cardboard box with garbage 3D asset images of Isom, you're being abused. All right, you can get a short box for $8. You can get a short box with images of Spider-Man, Batman, the X-Men, Justice League for $12 to $16. But you're going to pay $45 for garbage assets, 3D assets? You deserve to be taken. You deserve to have your money stolen from you. You deserve to be abused. Because that's what he's doing. He's abusing you. If you're paying $1,000 for the everything all at once Yaira tier, you deserve, just give him your bank account now. Because eventually he's going to get it. He's going to take all your money. Just give it to him now. Because that's all he wants. He wants your money. He doesn't want you. He doesn't want your loyalty. He wants nothing but your money. That's all these cultists want. He's like some televangelist. Just walking around preaching, giving saying all the right things, and all you morons are just, he's right. Let's just give him money so he can say more things that we think is right. Good on you, mate. Good on you. Next, a belief that the leader is right at all times. I've seen quite a bit of chatter on the interwebs, more importantly on X, formerly Twitter, where people are just espousing how great Eric is, and how he's right all the time. Oh, he's had 4 $1 million campaigns. Just because you have a $1 million campaign doesn't mean the comic book's good. It just means there's a lot of people who are willing to give up their money for garbage. Lots of money does not make things good. So if you're giving up your money, again, just give it all to him. Just pony it all up. Just push it all in. I'm all in. I'm all in on Eric July. He's the bestest ever. He is everything. He's everything that he complained about in every video before he started making comic books. He complained about Marvel and DC and the MCU, how bad they were, and everything bad they were doing. He's doing the exact same thing now to take your money. But because he's developed this cult and all the cultists are, gathering around him to defend him, well, it's hard not to see what's going on as an outsider. I'm an outsider seeing what's going on. It's a cult. Now, if you guys want to continue to give your money, that's fine. You made the money, I'm assuming. You go out and you work hard and you do a job and you make a money. You get paid every week or every 2 weeks. So spend your money the way you want. I'm not telling you how you should and shouldn't spend your money. All I'm saying is if you're giving Eric July your money, you're just pissing it away. There is going to be no aftermarket for this. Nobody is going to go on eBay and try to buy an Eric July comic book for more than what you paid for it. Nobody. You can try to put it out there. No one's going to do it. And if they do, well, they're a bigger idiot than you are. So, the cult of the Rippaverse. You guys are just sad. And I feel bad for you. Maybe one day you'll open your eyes and understand just how bad he is. Maybe you'll understand just how much of a pay pig you are, and all he thinks of you is you're just someone to give him money. I hope to God someday you realize this, and you can break free. But most people that are involved in a cult don't really see that they're in a cult, and they like where they're at. So enjoy where you're at. Enjoy the cultism. That's all I got for you.